Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the athletic program at Tennessee State University, focusing on the football program. And we have with us this morning the head coach of the Tennessee State University football program, Coach Lawrence Cole. And Coach Cole, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thanks a lot, there.
You know, Coach, we've had an opportunity to talk to many people from Tennessee State University, and almost every person that we talk to, we talk about the athletic program. We've had the president on, and we've talked about the athletic program, the football program. We've had the vice president for student affairs, and so now I think that we have the true person to really talk about the football program at Tennessee State University. And we want you to do that today. But before we get into that, let's talk about Lawrence Cole, and to have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important to you before you came to Tennessee State University as the head coach.
Right. I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio, born in Springfield, to Ruby and Timothy Cole Sr., well, late Timothy Cole Sr. My folks were born in Talladega, Alabama, so I do have some, Southern background. I'm from a family of 8 boys, and our family, do not have any sisters. So, sometimes I felt like I missed that feminine part just because we had so many, males in the house. But then from there, I went to Dunbar High School and went to college at the University of Nebraska, where I earned my Bachelor's of Arts and Science. And then from there, I played with the New York Jets, and then I had a chance to play in the World Football League. And after bouncing around to different teams in the World Football League, I decided to go back to Nebraska and decided I wanted to be a football coach. And because all my life I always, worked with young people, so I felt like, since I was involved in athletics, that I would just continue coaching. And at Nebraska, I did my graduate work, and after there, I left and went to New Mexico State. Was my first time full-time job. And I worked there 2 years, and after 2 years there, I felt like it was time for me to move, and I had a chance to go to Ball State University, which is in Muncie, Indiana, which puts me close back to home because I'm more of a family man, coming from a large family, so I just felt like getting back close to home. Then at the Ball State, I was there 2 years, and won the championship there, and then I felt like it was time for me to advance my career some more, so I ended up going to Kansas State, which is in the Big 8 Conference, which I was pretty much familiar with because of playing Nebraska, and I felt like that was a great accomplishment for there. Then after being at Kansas State in the Big 8, I had a chance to go to the University of Wisconsin, which is in the Big 10, and everybody always say the Big 10 is the best football conference in America. So I had an opportunity to go to Wisconsin and coach at Wisconsin for, at least 2 or 3 years there. And then after that, I decided to go back close to home again, and I went to Toledo, Ohio. Then after Toledo, Ohio, we won the championship there, coaching there, and then after that, I just started to think I needed a change in my life. I had been coaching in, white schools and went to a white university, and then I thought maybe it was a change to give some back to, my own community. And so what I ended up doing is going to Morgan State, a historic black institution that's in Baltimore, Maryland. And I went there as a assistant head coach and defensive coordinator, and I coached there for a couple of years. Then I just started, it was time for me to move along again, and then I went to Eastern Michigan with a couple of guys who were buddies on the team with me and asked me to come over there, so I decided to go over there, and then I was assistant head coach, so I started to move up the ranks, and all along my goal was to become a head coach. And then after Eastern, I went to the University of Cincinnati, which put me right back in my hometown where people knew, about me and my background, so also it was a great a tool for me recruiting, and then also it helped University of Cincinnati. And then there came the opportunity at Tennessee State to become the head coach there, and that's why I'm here today.
Coach, you've got a tremendous amount of experience dealing with a large number of institutions of higher education, that is coaching with a large number of institutions of higher education, in addition to the professional rank. And I think that that will sort of raise the question in reference to Tennessee State University. What did you know about Tennessee State University doing all of this when you were, for